There's hundreds of videos on the perfect start in Minecraft. But what is that perfect start about? Do you need to get totems, crazy farms, a beacon, and stacks of diamond blocks as fast as possible? If that's the case, then my start isn't perfect. I lose, and I'm leaving my 3-year hardcore world for no reason at all. But what if the perfect start is something else? Like being a part of your favorite Minecraft project on YouTube that you've been waiting for a year. Well, if that's the case, I win. This is the story of my perfect start in Ultra Hardcore with no totems. And it all begins by opening up the world portal and leaving my 3-year world behind. Once I go through that portal, it's on you to figure out what this video is really all about. Well, this is me, at the beginning of a new adventure in Ultra Hardcore. But this is not just any world. I started at a campsite with a book in a chest and a compass. The journey ahead of you is hard, but it is one that must be taken. Find your way to the heart of this world with only your wits and your will to guide you. Good luck. The catch is that right now I'm 100,000 blocks away from spawn, and I have to walk all that distance through the overworld to earn my place in this project. Before we set off on that journey, let me try and get some tools and maybe some iron for a shield to help me survive. Almost immediately, I lost 3.5 hearts to a skeleton that I didn't even see. And these hearts are not gonna regenerate because we're in Ultra Hardcore. I decided to dig underground and get my tools there because I have no healing at hand, so I want to take the safe route right now. Okay, let me get blocks. Then the first thing I gotta do is find some healing, which means mushroom soup. In Ultra Hardcore, the only healing you have available is instant health or the regeneration effect. So lots of players tend to go for golden apples or potions, but a much more effective early game source is suspicious stew made from a brown mushroom, a red mushroom, and an oxeye daisy, which will give you the regeneration effect and heal 1 heart of health. It didn't seem there were any oxeye daisies nearby, but right off my spawn was a mushroom island. After recording, I asked the person who set up the world for me if that was supposed to be there, but turned out they hadn't even seen it. It's just 100,000 blocks away from spawn. That's my perfect start, I guess. With the mushrooms on this island, I'm 1 step away from healing those hearts I lost. But before I go looking for daisies, this island has another massive advantage. I'm going into the caves here for some iron because mobs don't spawn under mushroom biomes. While underground, I saw a lush cave, which I decided to check, but it turns out these are their own separate biome, and I'm not about to mess with mobs, so I just left. With the first bit of iron I found, I made an iron pickaxe so I could mine some diamonds underground, using trapdoors to go in a 1x1 tunnel. Hold up, this spider dungeon is actually worth it. Yo, a saddle, that can actually be really big. There we go. Yes, dude. Pretty soon, my 1x1 tunnel opened up into a bigger cave where I found more exposed ores, including these hidden behind some gold. And when I found a lava pool that was turned into obsidian, I realized with Obby, I could also get an enchantment setup. It's slow, but it's worth it. Around the island, there was plenty of sugarcane to turn into paper, and there's also a really good source of leather over here. With that, I had everything I needed, so I put some basic enchantments on my iron armor. It's not much, but it's a whole lot better than nothing. The Mushroom Island gave me a really lucky start, but I'm still 3.5 hearts down, so it's time to hit the road and find some daisies on the way. I think I'm just traveling. The only thing I need really is an oxeye daisy, and I don't think it's anywhere near here. Right as I said that, I actually came up on a plains biome, where I found my first oxeye daisy, which I turned into suspicious stew, and that is the first little bit of healing. I got my iron armor, I got enchantments, and I got some hearts back. With my healing covered, I felt a lot safer, so I tamed a horse at a nearby village and I started covering some ground. I still have 100,000 blocks to travel after all. Buddy, I hate to say it. I hate to leave you here, but this is no terrain for a horse. Unfortunately, that was true of lots of places. Wherever possible, I used faster modes of transport like boats, but I still have a very long way to travel, and I think it would be pretty cool if I leave some sort of mark on this server while I'm still very far out from where I'm going. And not too much later, I found a great spot. Look at that crazy mountain terrain. That's kind of insane. I'm gonna go a little bit closer, I want to see what it looks like. And on my way over, I decided that this was the perfect spot to build a little house. After leaving my first mark, tens of thousands of blocks out, it was time to continue the journey. And mostly that went pretty smooth, except for the occasional hectic night in the forest when there were one too many skeletons. Crazy moments in the forest. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't evade that zombie properly. That got scarier than it needed to. I might have to take another break on the way because it's taking forever out of here. Oh my goodness. But occasionally I found some really cool places, like this tiny mushroom island with not one, not two, not three, but like 5 ocean monuments directly around it. I think I should probably leave a lodestone here. Well, at least for now, I'm a lot further along than I was. I have no idea how long I gotta go, but progress is progress. And as I thought about it there on the island, I realized that this journey I'm undertaking, it's kind of a pilgrimage because I'm traveling to this special place, but I gotta go far to get there, and it feels kind of special. Based on my travel speed calculations, I had traveled almost half the blocks I needed to, so I decided it was a good moment to make a house at the midway point. But that will be the perfect place to upgrade my gear, so it's time to start looking for diamonds first. I hear zombies down here, there must be a normal cave just underneath. And that cave turned out to be the perfect place to get all the diamonds. Nice. Come on, give me something good here. That is actually good. $27 diamonds. 32. I think we're out. Okay, that looks like surface, and I think I'm going up there. With all the diamonds I needed and about half of the 100,000 blocks covered, I just needed to find a good place for my midway house. I saw a cool savannah village on the way, but I wanted a place that stood out a little bit more. So I swam my dolphin upriver and kept traveling until I found a better spot. Dude, thank you so much. That dolphin was with me for ages, and it actually got me really, really close to the place where I settled down. I think that's finally where I built my little base. I'm gonna leave a lot of my stuff, my old enchanted iron armor, my e-table, my enchanting setup, and mostly everything I own here, just in case somebody wants to come find it in the future. Time to leave this place behind and complete those remaining 50,000 blocks. I found dolphins who helped me cover a lot of ground very fast, and for hours nothing really interesting happened, until I came across a pillager outpost. And then for the first time in a long time during my journey, I got into a little bit of a situation. It turns out there's quite a few pillagers around this outpost. You wouldn't say, because it looked empty, but as I'm up here, everybody is running up the stairs. I had a bit of a rough night at the outpost with the pillagers, but after a good night's sleep, I feel refreshed and ready to take on the last bit of the journey. There's actually not that far left to go, so I'm gonna get some wool here to make a last final campsite. I kinda like this spot up here. Let's put a little tent down. I'll put one of the banners I got on the side, just to give it a little bit of character. I just wrote my last road journal. To have a thunderstorm now is kind of fitting. I should go knock out the remainder of the road. I'm almost there. In this last little bit of the journey, I sort of know, I feel that it must be close. This could be where it starts, you know? That's kind of crazy. I've been looking forward to this moment for a very long time. And it's like, it's right here. And I just hope that I see something. Looting 3 sword is actually wild. And right after that crazy find, I found something crazier. That is the first trace. A door can be popped off by a mob. I think a zombie could break that. But only if there's a player nearby. Dude, I'm so stoked. I have like the biggest grin on my face. I just want to get across this mountain to the other side. And I just hope that I see something. I must be so close. Guys, I found something. There's a nether portal here. Like an active nether portal without corners, which is crazy. That somebody else made. I don't think I'm gonna go through it though, because like, could be trapped or something. Here we are. There's a beacon beam in the distance. I think at this point, I've given you more than enough clues as to what this world is. If you know, you know, and if you don't, somebody in the comments probably does. My first episode drops in a week from now, so you have just enough time to catch up on what happened before I got this world. Thanks for watching the prequel. See ya.